If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go here in Inglewood. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
First running back taken in the April draft is Jeremiah Love. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Open man there, it is Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down. Here is Brissett. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
19 yards. First down, Arizona.
Here's Love, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Now Bourne on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Rams' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's second down and 5. They put Wilson in motion. They'll go again with Love. He's going to be slowed up and taken down. Where he goes nowhere. Stumped behind the line for a loss.
And it's third.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
McBride is the motion man. On third down, they'll throw with Brissett. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Williams gets it on the draw. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a third and long. We'll see if they try something else.
It is third and long. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. We'll talk things over before third down. Off play action. It's Stafford taking a shot downfield for Adams. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the take over at their own 28-yard line.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
They'll start on the ground with Love. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
Now Ward on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's second and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. At left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Looked like he bounced up okay after that hit. He does deliver the first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Here's a handoff to Love. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Space on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 8. Operating from the gun is Brissett. He'll find Harrison working across the field. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 24 yards. It's an Arizona first down. On play action, Brissett. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. This is Love. And he'll look for somewhere to go, but the lanes are all closed up. He's going to wind up losing a yard.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
A tough spot here. Third and long. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. What will the second quarter have in store? We're back in Southern California in a moment. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they are facing a tough third and 11. To throw is Brissett. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. So, 4th down, and the veteran Matt Prater on for the Cards. This one from 54 yards out. And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Play action, Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. They're going to work this down inside the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now for Stafford. That's the rookie out of Ohio State, Max Clare. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
At the 17-yard line.
On the give, it's Williams. And strong running indeed. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
It really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Now it's Stafford. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Tyler Scott. Touchdown, L.A. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Mevis good on the extra point. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Cardinals nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
We're set now on first down. That's caught by McBride.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now, Brissett. Out of the backfield, it's Jeremiah Love.
Really well done here by the defense by executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He's got his tight end. That's McBride. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Brissett gonna throw. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. Braden Fisk. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. On third and long, here's Brissett. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. He's got it! A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
That ties the game at 7. Raiders to kick off for Arizona.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. I'm not sure if they done or not. I'm not sure that they want to stop it. It's cold, the blood is hot as hot. They go play action with Stafford. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. That one targeted for Devontae Adams. See what they have for 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. That's caught!
Touchdown, Rams.
The kicking team off for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. We're set. He'll find Love out of the backfield. He wants free. Right side.
Brissett's pass complete to Jeremiah Love.
Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
At their own 43-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Wilson on the
It is 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Cardinals' 34-yard
On the play fake,
line.
here's Stafford. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Stafford. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Rams going to turn things over to the field goal unit. Card's going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. His kick is good, and the Rams move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the second half?
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be taken down as time runs out, and we've come to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Raiders to kick off for Arizona.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
So play caller's dream, 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. The throw on the run is complete. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. They get 24 on that one. First down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A give, and here comes Williams. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll take this one in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Nevis good on the extra point. And the Rams go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
to throw. It's Brissett on 1st and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect with Trey McBride, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 2nd down, here's Love. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and a yard. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Third down, 3 to go. Here's Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
And I think both of us came away from our discussions with the coaches thinking that this guy was going to have a massive role in this one, but after only his 1st catch of the game, let's give credit where it's due. This defense, man, they've held him in check throughout.
On 1st down, Stafford forced to his right. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Third down and 3 coming up. From the gun, here's Stafford. Fought for and caught for the first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal. Stafford. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points.
Now Stafford on third and goal. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Save it, Collins. He gets in to record his second sack of the game, number 4 on the season. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Oh, the ball's out. The Rams have it. And he is out of bounds, but his guys are going to take over possession of the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
2nd and 10. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. That'll be incomplete. So they go for the trickery, but it does not work out. And it's going to be 4th down. On 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10.
7-yard line.
On 1st down, Brissett. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun is Brissett. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. They'll run with Love. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Now, Brissett. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Brissett. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On 1st and 10, here's Brissett. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Trey McBride. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll run straight ahead with Love. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
At his 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
McBride is the motion man. From the shotgun on third down, Brissett. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 23
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Brissett. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
9 yards.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Pass complete there to Harrison. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back. They're still going to leave them with third down.
A gain of 10 yards.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding a hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
Arizona will take its first time out. Clock will stop. We'll talk things over before third down. To throw is Brissett. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Kinchen.